see where else I can move this. Over there. Bullshit, let me tell you. There's a couple people in there. I'll wait till it fills up a little bit. Because I've about had enough of fucking Crybaby. Absolutely had enough of it. White Girl, Southern Belle, Amanda Ryan, hello. So, you know, see, I got 6 in here. It works for me. So, Boomer likes to do these little rant videos, you know, where he'll go on and he'll rant for an hour, 4 hours, or whatever because he's not happy with his community or whatever. You know what I mean? He's you know, he's upset in some way, and we've been taking that shit for 4 years. 4 years we've been dealing with his manic depression and whatever the hell he's got going on. Okay, which is quite obvious. But you, sir, yap, fucking boomer. Let me tell you, you are not going to try to shame my wife and her friends and not hear about it. Because I tried to reach out to you privately, and of course you've blocked me. I know that a couple of girls have tried to reach out to you privately, and you blocked them. So what does he do? He takes a picture of the girls, including another a large YouTuber, and makes his post, knowing that just because one person's face is on there, there'll be 400 or 500 people looking at it. Calling my wife a clout chaser. Here's why Boomer did this. Okay, Boomer for the past 4 years keeps having these little failing channels, these little failing episodes of, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm an empath. Let's have Scary Night with Boomer every Monday night, folks, at 7 p.m. is Scary Night with Boomer. Okay, I want Mama Rock here. I want this one here. I want that one here. Okay, because you guys all have a good following, and you show up to my channel, and we'll do this, and we'll do like a 24-hour stream with all of your friends, and I'll get 60 hours in a night, you know, or whatever the fuck. So this is what he does. And everyone's supposed to look at their TV guide and go, oh, wait a minute, it's Thursday, 3 p.m. Lou Dobbs is on with Boomer Douglas. Yeah, we gotta be there. And if you're not there, you're a piece of crap. So what happened is apparently one of his scheduled shows of some sort, whether it's Scary Story Night or karaoke night or, you know, whatever. And he always has to have a host with him because he can't do it by himself. He gets frustrated. So anyway, what happened is some people got some invites from their friends, and they went. And then this one doesn't matter what's going on. Everybody got to look at their TV guide. And either because he wasn't one of the girls or because they didn't jump on his freaking schedule, everyone's supposed to be on Boomer's schedule, you know that? So because of that, he takes my wife's picture and calls her a clout chaser publicly. Wow. If anybody I can think of in the paranormal community has been a clout chaser, or I like to say coattail chaser, it's fucking Boomer. Okay? The second Lou Rock started going anywhere, boom. He was my bestie. right? He was, oh, he had to know everything fucking was going on. And then when the young man didn't have him on a panel or something, we dealt with the same temper tantrums. Okay, so what does he do? He attaches to the young man's mother. And next thing you know, oh, we're besties, we're fucking blood, da 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 da. You didn't show up for my show, you're a piece of shit. Hmm. It's this. Here's the thing. He's mad at my wife because my wife didn't bring her over there and her 30 friends with Rebecca and her 30 friends over to your channel for whatever event you were holding because you're the fucking coattail fucking rider. You were mad because they didn't come. So here's the thing. Would you blow up like that if one or two people didn't show up? No. You blew up like that because they didn't bring their everybody they know so that you could fucking get your clout chasing done. Okay? This is a guy who runs a stream, gets 30, 40 followers, and then says, turns the camera on one day and literally berates everybody for not purchasing his paintings. Okay? You should be buying my paintings. I can't keep my rent up. I can't do this. I can't get anywhere because I've been trying to do this and you guys aren't buying my paintings. You know I started a painting business. Okay? This is what I'm trying to do. Not, hey, thanks for coming because you're my friend. No. Thank you for coming because all of you should be digging in your wallets to find money for paintings that I did. Tracings of paint, traces the paintings. Yelled at everybody about how he's not going to come on and this and that, and he wastes his time going live. So when it comes time for him to sell a painting, nobody buys his painting. These are your friends, bro. Friends. Because you know what? When this platform crashes, like MySpace or something or other, your friends will be at the next one. Your friends will talk to you on the phone, will move and visit across country like I have friends now, my wife and I, for 20 years that we met on social media because we respect them, because we care about them, not because of what we can get out of them or or what they can provide for us or you know what nutrient they can give to us for me to get bigger, for me to get anything. It's because we're friends. Wow. What do you say to your friends? Remember this. We didn't sit on a broken concrete step and play tiddlywinks together, so you're not important to me. Let me repeat that. All you fucking people watching, oh, there's 15 of you out there right now in this room. Hey guys, you know what? We didn't sit on a concrete step together. We didn't play tiddlywinks together. You're not important to me. Go fuck yourself. You can watch me all you want, but we didn't play tiddlywink. This is what the man said to his faithful viewers, to his friends that drive across fucking state lines to go visit the man when he's down and out, to his friends that promoted him. This is what he says to people. You shamed Mama Rock. You shamed Becca. You shamed my wife. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed for even making a comment like that. It's 50-year-old women meeting their friends. They talk. You know, here's the other thing. You know why your shit doesn't work? Okay? You yell at your viewers. You make friends and yell at your friends. And then here's the thing. You do a show once a week at 6 p.m. These girls are streaming 14 hours a day, keeping the stamina up. They're getting messages. Oh man, my day was miserable till I came into your room. Wow. Go into a Boomer D stream. after the poor man's sister passed away. And I'm sorry about that. Okay, people feel for that stuff. But when somebody comes in the room and goes, I know how you feel. I lost my uncle last week. Don't come in here talking about how you lost your uncle, your dog died. Da da da. I don't want to fucking hear it. All right? I don't want to fucking hear it. Don't even start that. Don't tell me about your woes. Da da da. Dude, isn't this amazing? The empath has no empathy. No empathy. More than once has he gone on about, don't come into my stream and tell me about your aches and pains. I don't want to hear about it. Remember I said the word friends? That's what makes channels successful. That's what makes them grow, because you include everybody and you respect everybody and you're friendly with everybody. And in your tight circle, now everybody should have a tight circle, right? I mean, that's just human instinct. In your very trustworthy tight circle, you respect that people. You have empathy for those people, regardless. Just because you had a week of a TIA and somebody comes in and talks about how horrible their knees are, you know what? That's your viewer. That's the people that are wasting their time sitting here watching you talk about your aches and fucking pains. Okay? When you go, wow, Mary, God, I'm sorry about your knee. Go ahead, tell us about it. Maybe other people have knee issues, even though that you may have had a health issue of some sort. They may have a knee issue. Let that become part of the conversation. You're being all inclusive then. You're caring and having empathy, Mr. Empath. You're having empathy for another person's feelings. Okay? But you will do a stream completely on don't tell me about your problems. Boomer claims to be our friend. Love you guys. I'm your friend. Fuck yeah, love you, man. Hey, I send you links. Come up on my panel. Oh, holy fuck my life. Boomer, my daughter has gone and run away with a cult. My daughter right now is hiding in some cult's home, and they've gotten into her head, and a lot of problems are happening. We may have to go to the press. This is a true story. We may have to go to the press and put my daughter up as missing. This is the publicist's phone number. We won't be taking calls. Everything's going to go through them. Updates I'll give you because you're my friend, Boomer. You're my friend that's on YouTube that I trusted. Boomer, I'm going to give you this information if you I'll give you any updates you can share. This is about to get really real. He did not give me, wow, okay, man, keep me posted. I did not get, what the fuck? What happened? I did not get, dude, do you need to talk? I didn't get prayers, bro. The motherfucker didn't do nothing. He looked at the thing. He ignored the message. For 2 weeks after, I went into his room. Unless I addressed him with some comment, and the guy has no sense of humor. I crack my jokes, and it's like, if it doesn't fit his agenda or, whatever, he just doesn't laugh about it. But anyway, he ignores me for months. Finally, he talks to my wife. I'm in the background. I'm like, hey, I love you, bro. Whatever. His public reply to the whole thing when it did come out. What was I supposed to say to that, Jay? But when Boomer's down and out, my daughter, he's trying to do something. You better fucking put your goddamn 100% there. You better be there. You better support him. And if you don't, he's going to call you out for something that you're not supposed to be. What about this one? What about I'm moving to Florida, guys? I'm moving to Florida. Give, donate, buy my paintings. If come on, come on, I go live, and if you don't buy my paintings, guys, I can't follow my dream. I spend my time here for you, and now I have a chance to move to Florida, and I'm gonna be a painter by the beach, and this is it. This is my chance, guys, to make something with my life, and you won't buy my paintings. Okay, okay, one of these poor women buys the paintings for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Does he move? Did he fall for Benny Local's bullshit to begin with? Did he force this down everybody's throat? And when everybody goes, I just don't have the money right now, or whatever, he screams and yells at the viewers for not purchasing his paintings. Or he'll go and like I said, he'll create himself in some new show and he'll do it for a week or two. And if the thing doesn't take off like sliced bread, like an iPad sale, he drops the subject, calls all of his viewers, a waste of time, calls the bigger channels that didn't bring all their friends, clout chasers, things like this. Clout chaser, Burma? I've been a photographer for about 12 years. It's been quiet past 6, 8 months because of various reasons. But my wife, and I just found this out yesterday. My wife, who was trying to catch a plane who was running late, is covered in her jewelry and covered in her jewelry and her necklaces and this and that. And TSA is holding her up. She either got to take them all off or go through a whole physical pat down where they're going to go through all of her luggage and everything else. And she starts to kind of get upset and whatever. And she says, fine, then let's do that. And she puts her ID on the table. And the TSA agent looks at the name, because my wife's wearing a mask, and goes, oh, are you Mr. Blah, 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 McKenzie, the photographer? Da, 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 da. Yes, I am. Oh, I know who you guys are. Here, come over here. I'll get you right through. And boom, she was gone and pushed right through the line. That's clout. That's respect. That's actually doing something in the community where you're recognized for something and people give you a pat on the back or they respect you in some way. That's clout, Boomer. Do you got clout? Do you think that my family has to go chasing after somebody on a live stream or a social media to get clout? To take my wife's picture and throw it up on a post like that and call my wife and Mama Rock and Rebecca clout chasers because they didn't fit your agenda on your schedule, I think you ought to be ashamed of it. I consider you a friend. I really did. I still like you, but I can't. I'm not. You can't do this to me or us and not hear about it and then block everybody so that they can't sort the problem out. I'll do a rant like you do. You ought to be ashamed for what you did to the larger channels, sucking them into it. Creating drama, creating a head turn that way, and you ought to be ashamed of what you did to your friends. I mean, dude, you're 50. You're 50. Send a message. I can't mod people. I know Ashton, but she's been to one of my streams, dude, and I get people that are faking stuff. I'm not reading the chat. I know Gemma's upset. I think I seen that. Yes, Gemma, there's times when the man's great. When he's on your side and he's doing something, fine. But if you don't get his way, he publicly shames you with a 2-hour live stream. Yesterday he took my wife's screen capture We called her a clout chaser. Now, if they don't want to speak up about that, that's their business. But I'm not going to allow it. Remember, we didn't play tiddlywinks on the sidewalk together. I don't give a shit about you. That was his words to us. There's countless times. Oh, I'm leaving YouTube. Fuck them. They changed the rules. Fuck all you guys. Nobody comes and supports me. F you, F you, F you. Big dramatic exits. Countless times. Okay? We understand the man has some sort of emotional issue. Okay? A medical issue, an emotional issue, whatever. We get it. But how many times over years do we have to take the punishment for it? How many times do we have to take the punishment for it? If he wants to flip a live stream on and yell and scream because he doesn't like YouTube's platform change, fine, all the power to you. But you want to scream and yell at Mr. Wacky or Cab7 or my wife or fucking any large streamer now because they didn't have you on their panel or because their guests didn't run to your panel because of your scheduled event when they're doing 15, 16 hours a day? Dude, you are self-centered and that is just rude. It's rude. You manipulate these ladies in ways that's just ridiculous. And then you yell at your clients, or not your clients, excuse me, you yell at your followers because they didn't, you know, their day didn't go to your, or they mentioned that they just had, you know, their kidney removed. Fuck, man. Call yourself an empath, but you have no empathy. You just don't give a fuck about people. You just want to show your skill. That's just not how you do things. You want to build a channel, Boomer, that is respectful, that people love to see. Be all inclusive. You know, maybe you don't want to hear about Agnes's bad knee today, but Agnes is at every one of your streams, and she's somebody, and she's a viewer. She's what makes you you. She's what makes you worth turning the camera on. She's there to listen to you. You know, and that's the other thing. You know why people don't want to invite you on the stream? Because you turn into a freaking talking puppet. You pull your own string. Once you start talking, you don't stop. Instead of a guest, you go from a guest to a director. You know, everybody's comment, you have a comment to go with it. Everybody's, you know, you have the same experience, or it's done this way. When you go on someone's panel, you add to it. When it comes your turn, you give your experience, you give a few minutes, and then you let the next person talk. But when you go on someone's panel, it becomes whatever your agenda is, your conversation is, and the whole thing, nobody can talk. Have you noticed that? It's not all about you. There's a joke. I know that's a joke, but there's a reason for that joke. And whenever somebody's got a moment to shine or go hang out with their friends, if it doesn't match your schedule, you treat people like that. I'm not saying you're an evil person. I'm not saying that your streams are worthless or your time is worthless. I'm just saying have respect for your viewers. Have respect for the people that do follow you. And just because it didn't work on your set date, like a TV guide for your 1 hour show, or you want to do a 24-hour stream with 100 people to get your hours or something, it just doesn't work like that. Put 14 hours a day in. Put something up that is creative or takes time to watch, you know? Like Lou and them, they do their thing and then they edit. They probably spend more time editing than anything else. You just want to flip your camera on and go live and have everybody listen to your agenda. What you did to my wife and those girls was wrong, and I think you owe them an apology. And since you blocked everybody so that they can't reach out to you and ask you why you're so upset, maybe you'll have to do it on a video. Okay, but if you don't realize how many times you've gone off on this community and on individual people just because they didn't do your thing, I mean, you're doing what you accuse everybody of doing. You want people that have followings or that are doing their own thing to bring all their friends and everybody to your stuff so you can do your agenda. How about just remember the old boomer where you just had fun? Remember there was 50, 60, 70 people in there? Remember that? Take this time off that you have and think about the real you and what your mission is. Because I know it ain't that. You're a good guy, you're a funny guy, you got a lot to say and a lot to share. But man, you dump on your friends. These aren't trolls, these are your friends. The people that you're picking on. People that you're picking on for 4 years haven't said shit every time they've been yelled at by you. You know, or every time they get shamed by you and called, dirty internet names such as, coattail riders and cloud chasers. What the fuck? They're doing pretty good in their goddamn own. And you don't know what goes on in the background. Maybe these people are on the phone sharing their personal lives together for 4 or 5 hours at a time. Maybe you don't know that. You know, whatever, man. Maybe their stream, someone else's stream is more fun because they don't get yelled at. Because their joke isn't. You got more fucking screening in your room than South and North Korea. Oh, don't say this. Don't say that. I'm not in the mood today to hear about your aches and pains. Don't mention anything political. Oh, no, Karen, we're not going to talk about another channel, whether it be positive or not. Whatever. You hold a 2 hour stream on on YouTube etiquette, and then you break every one of those rules. People know how to behave. People, they don't need, uh, you know, your class on how to deal with streaming and social media. And then when my wife says, you know what, I'll stop my stream and come over, and we'll come over and help you out. His reply, I don't want a fucking thing from any of you. But the reason he's mad is because I didn't do that. You're not doing 15-hour streams. You're not on 3 times, 4 times a day in short increments. You're not being all inclusive in your content with your viewers. You're not sharing out other people's stuff. You just want it to be about you, and then you want to try to publicly shame these other people and make them look horrible because they didn't follow your agenda. Those of you that know you, I don't have to go through the umpteen incidents, umpteen fights with people because of this very subject and things like it with you. I'm pissed. You hurt my wife's feelings. You hurt Mama Rock. You hurt Rebecca. You publicly slapped them in the face because they were doing something else when your stream was scheduled a week earlier or whatever. How many different days shows have you had? Saturday with this one, Friday with that one, Tuesday 3 p.m. with this one. Nope, gotta change it. I got the sniffles. Write it down. Oh, wait a minute, they're doing something else? Yeah, because social media is like this. It's a running engine. You don't stop and take 2 weeks off. You get forgotten. You don't fucking yell at your viewers. They walk away. They go someplace where they want to be included. You know, they want to feel like they're important too. Just like you want to feel important, they want to feel like somebody in the world gives a shit that they had their kidney removed. And as a streamer and as a host, it's your responsibility to care about your viewers like that. Even if it isn't on your agenda for the day. Even if you just got 25, 30 stitches from a dog bite. And then they want to come in and talk about their aches and pains. Because they found something in common with you. Because they want to share their time with you or their thoughts. Or they want to feel like somebody in the world cares. Because many of these people, that's all they have is their computer screen to get out into the world and to have friendships with people. And when they get berated by the person that they give so much time to, it hurts. So when you do a show, they're not so interested in showing up. I love you too, Gemma. You're a sweet girl. And I know this gives you anxiety and this kind of stuff affects people, but I'm going to say it. These girls are doing nothing but positive stuff. You know, they're having a good time doing it. They're working their little asses off. They're doing live streams all day. They got hate coming 9 different ways in the background, you know. And then they got their own friends that instead of feeling good for them, that they're on the Ferris wheel of this streaming. I don't mean D Live, but they're doing their thing and they're happy for them. And then they got you just dragging them back because you didn't get your attention. I understand you need to chat. You need to chat. Yeah. What it is, Gemma, is if I start reading the chat, I get off my vision. And, you know, along the line, you got people that think differently, and that's fine. People can think differently. I think I'm speaking for a lot of people, and I know that I am because I've spoken with them about this kind of stuff. And normally, it's, yeah, well, you know how he is. He gets upset. You know how he is. You know, and you just kind of like look away and look away. But, you know, I love my wife. I respect my wife. You know, if anyone deserves a smack on YouTube for being sarcastic or striking out at somebody, it's me. Certainly ain't my wife. Okay? And when I watch her stream for hours on end and not be able to get out of bed the next day and get a bunch of messages because she's not on there, and then get up anyway and go on there and do it again with a smile the whole time and not yelling at her viewers and her friends, I have respect and love for her for that. And to hear you call her a clout chaser or Mama Rock or Rebecca for that matter, it's just wrong, man. And Mama Rock, I don't know, I'm sure she don't want her name mentioned in this, but you disrespected her like you wouldn't believe. She does all that shit for you. Doesn't feel good. Goes there, does her thing. How many times are you not feeling good? Mama Rock had to pull the wagon by herself on a stream or two. So you know, you need to look in the mirror and you need to think of the word friendship. Yes, there's viewers and there's people that you're not so close to, but they're people that give their time to click on the device of their choice and watch you and listen to your shit. Those are the people that are important. Those are the people that matter. It's not your thing. You can go any way you want. You got all kinds of platforms. You can go paint a picture in fucking Hyde Park. Have at it. But when you got people giving their time to watch you, no, it isn't about your show and they should be there watching you. You should be kissing their feet for being there. Because while they're making dinner for their kids, they're fucking watching you. While they're trying to do their laundry or drive to work in the morning, they're watching you. They could be watching anybody else, getting all kinds of inspiration. So the fact that you turn your camera on and there's one person there, be thankful of that one that's there. Don't bitch them out because you didn't buy your T-shirt of the week or your painting. You know, I got all kinds of art. I'm an artist. I'm a photographer. Not only do I do weddings and sports and portraits, I have all kinds of art. I have scenic art all day. I could frame that shit and sell it all day long, Boomer. And if I ever decided to do that, if they didn't buy my stuff because it's on the first and my house payment's due and I'm out of cigarettes, and I don't scream at them about it, I wouldn't care. I'd just go on and be like, well, that didn't work. Nobody bought a photo today. The way you treat your friends and your viewers is appalling. I'm going to end the stream with that because I've stirred the pot for the day. And, I don't know who's going to get upset or who's going to catch any back flack. But my wife's innocent. She's just hanging out with her friends, enjoying social media, being social and building lifelong relationships while you scream and bitch about not playing tiddlywinks and how we don't matter. So that's that. You want to know why you don't succeed? You want to know why every freaking stream is a problem or doesn't have the amount of viewers you want? Start respecting the people that matter. And then you'll get the love that you seek. We know you like that because you talk so much. It's ridiculous. I still want to be a friend. I still want to watch streams. But if you think you're gonna like slap my family around like that, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Dude. You don't know me. You never have. If we're wrong and we did something wrong, you'll get a video. There'll be a public apology. You know, we're like, fuck, man, we did this. I'm sorry it caused this. I'm sorry we did that. That's what you'll get from us. Okay? You have never apologized to anybody. Fuck. Beth Plant, you apologized to after you berated her and called her every name in the book after some troll got to you. Why? Because you didn't want to stop the money train. Had it just been one of us, we didn't play tiddlywinks with you. Fuck you. We could either accept it or not. Because Boomer's not going to apologize. You can put out good content. You don't have to be a traveler. You don't have to have a lot of money. You got things that people want to hear, Boomer. You know, you're fairly educated in the paranormal world. You know, you've got things you've done in your life in the military. You're a painter. You've got 50 years of life experience. It's very interesting. But you just can't dump on fucking people every time your little feelings get hurt. Being a soldier, you think you'd have thicker skin, man. And then you got to dump on a bunch of ladies. They're a bunch of girls, man. They're doing girl things. They're all fucking giggling up there and having a good old time, and you're upset because you're not in with a whole bunch of ladies doing their thing. Fuck. You chased off all your guy friends. Bitched at them all about something. I don't want to name everyone's fucking name because people are just sick of the drama. But they know who they are, and some of them are big names. I've never really had a public fight with you. Even that whole thing where you blew me off over my daughter not giving a shit about my life. I never really publicly said a damn word about it. You did. You said, "Oh, what was I supposed to say to that, JMAC? I didn't go out there. I didn't call you a fucking bunch of shit. I didn't put a bunch of names out." I says, "Well, I guess I don't fucking matter in his life." I fucking went on my way. Talked to my real friends. That actually helped. Why? Because of the bad trolling I've been getting. I know, Gemma. But that's it. See, we shouldn't be suppressed because of trolls. That's why you have mods. You just keep blocking them. You keep blocking them. When they realize that pond ain't going to catch no fish, they go on their way. But you be positive. You be uplifting. You show empathy. Mr. Empath. Mr. Empath. Oh, I can feel other people's everything, right? But I can't tell that I'm hurting everyone's feelings at the same time. Sounds like Asperger's path. Sounds like Asperger's. Why don't you look that up? Put the empath shit down. Got me fucking twitching. Doing the Joe Mazur over there. Smoking cigarettes and twitching. Fucking shoulder. You know, and I'm not saying I never got upset at one of my friends. The group I hang out with right now, okay, in another chat room today, I said, "Hey guys, as a group, I don't like some of the stuff we're saying. I think we're getting a little too dirty. I think we're getting a little too muddy." That's keeping it real. You want to keep it real, Boomer? Man, you need to reread the book, man. You keep it real on your agenda is what you do. And you hurt people along the way, and you think everybody's got skin like alligators or some shit. You don't realize it. Because your empath needs an oil job. You got no empathy. You got a lot of good friends and a lot of good friends in high places. But you can't talk to people like this. Leave that shit for the trolls. I mean, as far as friends go, we've got our real world people, yes, but then we spend most of our time online, right? That's what we've all chosen to do. That's kind of what we do. And the relationships that you make on there are real. There's real feelings behind there. There's real people. You've literally bitched me out in a fucking chat room full of people because one of my jokes was slightly off color. Whatever. So what? I tell jokes almost everything I type is a wisecrack. And I know that not every joke goes. Some of my jokes go over like a lead balloon. And I feel it immediately. Okay? Don't need a 5-minute barrage about how I have no class and this kind of shit. Then there's that little kid, Jason, the blind kid. Talk about clout. You used him like a fucking poster child. That was horrible. And then what'd you do with me? The reason I'm saying that is because of what you did with me. Because even though I coached baseball for the youth for 9 fucking years, I was a youth photographer, a college photographer, all this and that, a publicly, like an actual community figure, a real figure. You think that I'm going to be so stupid and crack filthy jokes to a young child that you tell this kid, basically, watch out for JMAC. So the kid didn't even fucking mod me. The kid was like afraid of me. I would come into the room and you'd be like, "All right, JMAC, watch your mouth." Like I got no fucking couth, right? You're the one with no couth, my friend. Look that word up too. Okay, you're the one with the poop. That pissed me off too, and I never said a word about it. Like I'm gonna say something filthy to some kid. It's like comedy. Whatever. And then 5 minutes later, your jokes are just as bad as anything I would have said. Yeah. Oh, I don't like emojis. Yeah, because there was a YouTube report about people doing the emoji thing, and that was like pages of emojis, not 5 or 6 emojis in a sentence. Otherwise, why would they be there for you to use? Yeah, yeah, there's another rule. You can't use emojis. I don't want to see no smiley faces. It distracts from my conversation. The guy that barely reads the chat, he reads every other comment and makes the, you know, and then he's like, oh, I don't know what you mean. Yeah, because you're reading chat 15 minutes ago. If you're not going to do that, don't expect to look at the next sentence and go, what the fuck does that mean? You just go, well, obviously they're talking about something else. Thinks he's a director and an expert in social media platforms or some crap. That's not even what, that's, you know what I'm getting at. I'm just turning this into an attack on Boomer, and that's not it. I'm keeping it real with Boomer, okay? I'm not bitching about every little thing he does that I don't like or that he's done. I'm bitching about the fact that he took my wife's image with the word clout chaser underneath it because he was unsuccessful at chasing my wife's clout and her friend's clout, Mama Rock's clout, Rebecca's clout. He didn't come over with all their friends shit. Whatever. You're a hypocrite and not much of a faithful friend. And that's my fucking, that's the rest I'm saying on that. I'm going to continue my live stream, but that's it. You're not going to slap my wife around publicly when she didn't do a goddamn thing except not run to your show. And not, I'm not going to say something about it. You treat all these women like fucking employees. It's ridiculous. You want to impress us, Joe? Excuse me. Fucking. See, I already forgot your fucking name. You want to impress us, Boomer? Go back to your old streams, right? Hold an audience of 20 by yourself with an interesting subject, and not berate them when they leave. Let them feel like they left uplifted and as part of a group, not like they've been shamed because they didn't, because they followed you. For Christ's sakes. And that, Mama Rock doesn't like the damn attention. She doesn't like her name being used. But she's my friend too. And you hurt her goddamn feelings. I know she's hurt because you won't talk to her because you're an asshole. She didn't do nothing to you. Shows up, does these shows with you, does everything with you, makes plans with you. Doesn't have to. She's big enough with her own name. Mention Mama Rock everywhere. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mention a lot of these other names. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're great. Yeah, yeah. Boomer who? Oh, yeah. He screamed at me one day because I told a joke. Whatever. I got to mute in a second because I'm at my bank. Thank you, Mama Rock. I didn't know how you felt right now, but I just, fuck that. Fuck that. Boomer, Boomer's a friend too. But right now he's getting a public ass chewing, like he publicly shamed my wife, and like he publicly does whenever he does his rants. You can't send the guy a private message. He's blocked us all. So I'm gonna keep it real and tell you how I feel right now. We've been getting these things for years. I'm leaving. I'm quitting. That hurts too, because when people watch you every day and they expect you to be on because you're on every day, then you're gonna punish them by not going on. Usually because you didn't get attention or some kind of financial support. Yes, yeah, we've always been nice to Boo. We've always tolerated the tongue lashes. But by God, my wife's spending 14 hours a day talking, and Rebecca and a few of these girls, Mama Rock's working her ass off too, hours on end, keeping the stamina up, and it's their time to shine, and they're being effective right now, and because they didn't come dance at your fucking luau, you're pissed off, and to make an image like that, which is going to get people's attention by the hundreds already because of the people that are in the image, and then to make a comment like that, I think is as a YouTuber and a professional streamer that we all should be at this point, I think is very distasteful, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And I think you don't owe me shit, but I think you owe these ladies an apology. It was uncalled for. I got to mute for a minute, guys. You guys listen to this because we love this thing. I'm streaming. I'm like, I just got to mute, but so I don't got to give you my account numbers. You know who I am, right? I know who you are. You need the number? Yeah. I just need the account number. That's it. Yeah. So it's in the other account. Okay. And I need 200. Okay. What's the account number that you know? I don't know the account number though. What? Okay. Emmy took off to Florida. Oh, you You're all by yourself? Yeah, well, I got kids at home. Why can't I find your other account? Should be a savings, I think. Yeah. Usually if because I don't have my 360 on. Give me a second. Yeah. I'm on a different computer and haven't set up my thing yet. Gotcha. Yeah, no, she went down to go see her friends, and they kept inviting her to it's a little pool party going on. Oh, and they were teasing her, sending her pictures, so I'm like, just go. So she literally, like, overnight got a ticket and ran. It's funny. Trying to look you up. There it is. And I may or may not be smoking in the house. So it looks like you have 970. Yeah, I just need 200 out of that. 200? Yeah. How do you want it back? Give me 100 and a bunch of 20s. Okay. 100 and then 120? Yeah. So what are you guys going to do while she's on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really want to go to any fireworks shows. No. So, I don't think there would probably be very good ones. Yeah, I might get a bottle and sit by a campfire in my yard. Let my neighbors do it. Yeah, that's kind of what we have our whole block gets together and lights up fireworks out on the street. Yeah. And then we usually have a barbecue and then go out and have everybody's fun. I might go buy a couple little things just to make noise in my driveway, light stuff. Yeah, I'll just get the legal stuff though. I was gonna go to the Indian reservation, but she left town, so save a bunch of money. Yeah, you got you. Yeah, you too. All right, see that? It'd be nice to fucking people. Do I scream at her because she didn't flash me? Oops, no. Oh, the microphone's still going. I gotta watch myself. All right. Have your pen back. Keep your COVID-19 pen. Use my hand sanitizer. I just gotta do this real quick. Touching all this money. I sanitize my money. I touch the dirty pen. Oh, you too. And I just gotta wiggle my way out of here. I gotta pull over and sort my pennies here. But see, you're nice to people, and they know you, and they're nice back to you. I love it. I'm draining my savings. I can't touch the money in my checking. That's all bill money. That's my spending money. It's all mine except for some dog food. I gotta buy some dog food. A pair of shoes. Oh, and Emmy likes to spill soda pop and glue on my floor, so I'm buying some car mats. When the wife's away, JMACK will pay. Whatever. You ain't gonna go to freaking Florida on a fucking whim's notice, so I'm not gonna spend a couple bucks. Think I was stupid? I know what I was doing. I was like, get out of here. Just go. Why? Leave. I'm going to the truck store. Right? Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And I thank all of you, you know, that were here, whether you're friends or not, or you're just lurking, or you're disagreeing with my comments or whatever. The fact that you're here, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna grab a burger. Lately, I've been like craving flame broiled burgers from like Burger King, opposed to the McDonald's shit. Like if you're gonna grab a burger, ooh wow, they're in lines across the street. What is? Oh, that's that chicken joint. Or is that? No, it's Taco Bell. Holy shit, man. Wait a minute. Now that I look around, there's people in lines everywhere. So we started to release up a little bit on the COVID-19 stuff, and um, the governor is tightening it back up. It's now mandatory to wear a mask if you go into any stores. You can't go be in a store without a mask. Um, you can be outside without a mask, but you can't be near anyone. If you're like if you're in a line, like these lines are outside wrapping around, you have to have a mask on. So if you can't social distance, you got to have a mask on. And here's the thing: they're enforcing it. Thank you. They're enforcing it with a $1,200 ticket. What the hell Whopper is it that isn't the gigantic thing? It's the next one down. I was gonna jump on a plane and go to Oregon, but I guess it will now be another time. Yeah, you don't want to do it now. That's for sure. Oh, I'm gonna have to ask because I didn't. I was too busy talking and I didn't read the fucking thing. Oh. Anyway, those of you that are here, thank you. I know it's one of those drama streams and it's people watching just to hear somebody bitch, but something I felt like I had to get off my chest and deal with. Since I couldn't do it privately, because even though I didn't have anything to do with the subject, I was too punished. And blocked, whatever the hell. So, whatever. Sorry about the diesel noise. I'm right against the wall, so I know it's loud. Keep my window up for a minute until I get to the window. The bank, I had a window and a speaker to talk to. Over here, it's just a little window, and I'm looking down on it. I think I missed the order. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I just want a Whopper with cheese meal, but I want onion rings and a Diet Coke. What size? Medium. Diet Coke? Yeah. Okay. You guys realize I did that? Thank you. I'm sorry about that. You guys realize I did that? I drove right by the damn order window talking about this shit. I haven't tried that yet. It's like a veggie burger or something, right? Impossible Whopper. My mirror is like an inch away from their window. My truck's mirror is going close. What do you want to bet? If he does anything, it'll be a fucking call me a piece of shit video. It won't be an apologize to the ladies that, he was out of line with that comment because he was mad and he didn't think about it or something like that. You watch. There won't be any of that. Because he's a child. I said I wasn't going to talk about him no more. I'm done. I'm done. If you guys just come here to hear me bitch about Boomer, it's over. You can go. If you come here to hang out with the old JMAC for a minute, you're welcome to hang out. Thank you. Medium Diet Coke. Right on. Oh, thank you. You too. Oh, what the hell? I just got breaking news that the police are looking for a hit and run driver that killed a 2-year-old in my town. I didn't catch that. I just seen the news come down on my thing. I'm gonna pull over and eat my burger, and then I'm gonna go to AutoZone. I might go buy my sneakers because the outdoor place is across the way here. I don't really buy sneakers. I buy it. They're like hiking shoes, but they look like sneakers. They just got like heavy tread, you know. Rebecca's room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry to throw your names around, ladies, but that's, that's what I did. Look at me. See, they got me hooked. I lit a cigarette before I got my onion ring. I took my Chantix. So I'm at the stage where I fight it. I think maybe while Emmy's gone, I can actually quit. I'm kind of fighting it right now. I really. I'm gonna put this out and eat, and then I'm gonna fight it out. I don't know though, man. The sneakers I want, they're like probably like $80. I don't know. Maybe I ought to wait. But I really need like a pair of shoes or something. My other ones are all beat up. I'm wearing slides, and I'm getting tired of wearing slides. I hope everyone's having a great day. Amy's probably soaking up the sun somewhere right now, trying to hand feed an alligator. Rebecca, do not let her hand feed a gator. She will do it. She will fucking do it. Keep my wife away from the wildlife and the COVID. So, on to that subject, CNN, I believe it was. It was just a news briefing, but what it said was that studies have shown that there is a new COVID. Um, I don't know if it said COVID-19. Maybe it is because it's the year. The 19 is the year that it happened or something, the year that it was discovered. Anyway, there's a new COVID that is much more contagious, but apparently doesn't make you any more sick than this one is, but it's even more contagious. I kid you not. A new strain coming out of Europe. Yes. I think this shit is just being, somebody's making this. I think we're at war and we don't even know it. But people are already dying. This said this one doesn't make you any sicker, but that it's way more contagious. Look it up if anyone's interested, because I don't know if the mainstream news is going to keep everyone posted about this. Right now, until I would say the rest of the year, September, October, November, I would treat things like everything was radioactive and everybody's radioactive. I'm really leery about even sending Emmy to Florida like I did, but it was one of those knee-jerk reactions, and then I was like, wait a minute, what did we just do? They're calling Florida the new epicenter, or that it could be. They reported 10,000 cases yesterday alone, and they're doing that almost daily. Yeah. This, you know what I think? All right, so we put all these sanctions, not sanctions, but we put all these tariffs on China, and China's lost a lot of money, right? Well, other than killing people, how has this really affected us and many other countries? It's hit us financially. And I'm wondering if this wasn't some kind of biological weapon that got released or leaked out or something, or it's an attack to hurt our economy. Other countries did the same kind of thing that we did. So a lot of the other countries that got it real bad too also had business issues with China. So I don't know. I mean, if you call it war and then you send out a virus, people are going to attack the shit out of you. There's going to be rhetoric. There's going to be public outcry and arguments. If you release a bioweapon, you don't say much about it, and they're like, what is that? Is that a mosquito bite, or is that fucking, you know, whatever you that sicknesses you get from mosquito bites? You know what I'm saying? It's like if it's just released and done, and you don't really call it a big war, you can fuck up a lot of people for a long time. That was a test. Yeah. Yep. And then, if you look at like, the surface population, for decades they've been saying that apparently we're getting to be too many. I don't see how, because there's a lot of wilderness and there's a lot of, I mean, I can think of deserts out here and just in Oregon where you could put housing forever. But anyway, they were saying um, that we're getting near the Earth's population limit, and we need to, a lot of people need to die off. Well, how do you do it? You can't just go bomb nursing homes. That's the other thing. It affects the old. For a long time there, I was thinking, you know what? You kill off a bunch of old people because Social Security is a big thing. Where's the money coming? Who needs it? Blah, 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 blah. You kill off a load of old people in the nursing homes, it frees up a bunch of beds, bunch of new money, save money, whatever. I don't know. It's Soros's great plan. That me. Average age is 30, still people live to be 100. Yeah. And Social Security's paying for them to live in nursing homes and shit. Yep. Yeah, they sure did. A lot of people say China really owns us. We do. You can't find anything in your kitchen that doesn't say made in China. I mean, I like my gadgets and I like my electricity and this kind of thing, but I'm 50 years old. I'm at this point. I'm gonna start living off the grid as much as possible. And what I mean by that is I'm gonna pay less and less attention to what the fuck's happening in the world, and more attention to just enjoying my day and doing what I want to do, go camping or vacation or visit people or hike, walk the dog, whatever. I'm just gonna live my life. Ignore the rest of it. Thing blows up, it blows up. Right. You're right, Mama Rock. It's very suspicious. There's so many conspiracy theories right now that something has to be up because it's so out of whack. People are going, this is Soros, this is Trump, this is fucking Yankee Doodle. But something's up somewhere because it's it's like somebody's turning the bucket upside down, you know what I mean? It's somebody's version of the purge. I had like 200 napkins. There's nothing in my truck. There are my napkins go. Okay. Oh, ah. I actually had my burger sitting on it. I was gonna buy WeatherTech mats, but they're like $200-300. I'm like, screw it. I just want a mat there so like maybe spills or pop or whatever. It's not gonna screw shit up. She put her arts and crafts there one day and a glue leaked in there. I had to cut some carpet. Not all the way, but if I had mats, I could have just thrown them out away. Yep. I can see it causing a war, you bet. Fuck with them enough, and they're like, we give you loans, we let you float, this and that, and you gotta do this or that to us. Problem is, we made the bet to begin with. We gave them all that coal. We gave them all that power. We need to stop outsourcing and opening factories again. I would rather pay a little more money for something made in America that's made well than save $25 and buy it from China where it breaks in 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spend the extra money. You get what you pay for. You want to buy a Chinese stereo? It'll act like a Chinese stereo. That's definitely true about vehicles. If you want a rig, you buy an American-made beast. These IKEAs and the cans and whatever. Everything in fucking China says made in China. I mean, everything in America says made in China, and everything in China says made around the corner. Right. Yeah. Hiroshima's over. Nagasaki's over. Oh, yeah, it was Japan. Mixing up the battles. Just choking on it, I need to buy American again, yes. Or banks, yes, yes. Yeah. Now, see, here's where I think I'm an independent. Because I agree with what you're saying, but I can't stand fucking Trump. He's an arrogant asshole and it's just stupid. But I agree what he's saying. Yes, factories should be lost on factories. Everything's made in China. You know, our borders are getting flooded. People ain't walking through the gate; they're just climbing the damn walls. Yes, I agree with him on a lot of things. I just don't like about how he does it. I think it's just talk more than anything, because he just doesn't talk presidential. And I know that's what a lot of people liked, but you can still talk to the simple man without insulting 10 different races at the same time, you know? What are you talking about, Mama Rock? Major threats and holy fuck. Meanwhile, every American's got a fucking mortar in their hand. Good luck. I do see protesters burning up police stations and stupid shit like that, but yeah, see, that's what I mean. I'm like, I'm with him and I'm not with him. With him and I'm not with him. He's like, he almost fits the puzzle of exactly what we need, but he's got this one little kick off to the side. It's like, yeah, you can't get it in there. I think what he attacks is my morals. So, you know, I was raised not to be racist, to be all inclusive, be somewhat respectful. Not a single president we've had has ever talked like he does, and I'm just not used to it. Right, but if you became president, you would still choose your words and the way you say them in an authoritative, respectful manner. It's just the way he says shit, you know. Okay, there's the Wuhan flu. Okay, it came from a city named Wuhan. You got the Chinese flu. Came from China. We know this. Calling it a kung flu, that's where it's fucking messed up. Because kung fu is a fighting style, you know, from the Chinese and whatnot. Has nothing to do with its location, with anything other than a Chinese fighting style. So, and he just doesn't see that. That's where he goofs up and makes it like some stuff he just doesn't see. That like, hey, you just can't. You can't say that. We can, but you can't. It's like it's like the blacks in their little slang. He wants to talk like he's on the golf course. You just can't do that. Why? Because he's not just talking to Americans sitting around the bar. He's talking to the world. It doesn't get our slang and our comments. It just sounds dirty and mean. If I cracked even some of my slightest favorite humor in Pakistan, they'd behead me. So not everybody, when he speaks to the world. It ain't just American farmers. It's true. Yeah, he is arrogant. Mm-hmm. I'll go home and get the bacon. Well, still gonna get dog food. I'm trying to weigh out. Do I go buy a pair of sneakers? Do I go buy a pair of floor mats? Do I go get them both? And I'm thinking, I like my feet, but I love my truck. I think I'm gonna skip the shoes for a minute because I ain't walking no place, and I may just get my floor mats if they even got them. Anything cool? Some videos drop down. Oh boy, man, the scanners are going off. Hang on. 5,559 people listening to Massachusetts, Boston area, multiple counties. So something's happened. Boston's popping off. Um, 6,163 people listening to Mass State Police Metro alert from multiple counties in Massachusetts. Okay, I gotta pop on the scanner here. It should come through my stereo. That was at 4:02. All right, sorry if I lost anybody. There's something big popping off in Boston. I don't know what's going on, but I get alerts on my. I got my scanner coming through my stereo right now, so there we go. Anyway, I get alerts, and after like so many hundred people, whatever, it tells me something's up, and it just popped off. An hour ago, there was 6,000 people listening to Boston. So whatever popped off an hour ago. I don't know, Mama Rock. You might want to look at it. A lot of police chiefs walking off the job. No, this is like an hour ago. Something big has happened. I'm listening right now, but should be coming in. Let me make sure. I don't know. I should hear it, whatever it is. All right. I'll go check out some floor mats because it's just what I'm missing right now. It's kind of neat. So in a couple of days, I got a tuner showing up. That'll give me 140 horsepower on top of what this has. And I'll be rolling coal, as they say. Oh. Should be able to Google Boston breaking news, Mama Rock, and see what's going on. It's definitely in the Boston area because it's the state police, the Boston Metro State Police. Where is autos? See, I stopped my rant. I went from 24 people down to 9. Which is fine with me because I'm not a rant channel. I'm going to speak up for my people now. That's the way I am. Especially if they didn't do shit. Growing friendships. That's all they're doing. I hope I didn't drive by AutoZone and ain't behind me. Oh, this guy's flipping. They don't love the midday fucking lunatics walking on the street. Punching the I see AutoZone. Why's he screaming? Slamming his stuff on the ground, yelling, cussing. COVID-19! I blow the power of crackhead on you. I like my little country neighborhood. This shit's crazy. We had to go to the bank get some cash. Liquor and fireworks, yeah. I don't spend too much money. I may get a little bottle for tomorrow. Sit outside because my wife's gone, so I'm not gonna go do anything with her, obviously. And my friend's house does something, but I don't want to go if I'm not going with my wife. So I'm just gonna stay home. And I can't get a parking spot. Okay. Yes, okay. Oh yeah, right up front. Damn tired, rubber sometimes. Alrighty. Cool. I haven't heard a damn squeak out of the scanner. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Just for entertainment purposes, I'll try putting on my local. don't know why it's not. I haven't heard nothing. All right, well, I'm gonna run in here for a minute. I'm on the other side of town, so I'm not really gonna leave my truck running. But I'll be right out. The stream should go, but you shouldn't hear nothing. All right, let's go. I'm gonna hang out. I'll be right back. Just gonna run inside. there's still fire in these in there. So I got kind of torn, man, because I kind of like the laser fitted leather techs, you know, but they're like $300 and you got to order them. So I went in here and they got these little shitty ones, and they either didn't have the back seat, or it was just the two fronts, or if the back seat was there, it was just cheesy. It wasn't even a possibility. Well, at the very end of the aisle, they had WeatherTechs, but they weren't laser fits. They were just like a cushy floor, and they can catch a drink and stuff. You know, like the liquid gets stuck in there so you can pull it out. So, yeah, it was cool. And then I got a tip I didn't need, but actually, my other tip, so I got a different trip.
Canopy, please. 5 Frank Charles Union. Okay, 264, hold it. I'm just going to
Gonna make dinner. Okay. Cool. Did Joe go live or somebody go live? Said something about Joe. Maybe it was TikTok. He's probably over there on TikTok. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm going to end this one and head home. Catch you guys later. Peace.